Welcome to the channel, Scott's Garage HTX. Don't forget the HTX. I bought a Solo2 from AIM to get my track times on the Ducati. I have one on the race cart and it works really well. It has a lot of features to it and a lot of analytics to it, just more than how fast you go around the track. We'll get more into that when I get it attached, and I have some more track days coming up in the next couple months, and we'll get more into the features and how we can use this as an analytic tool for around the track. And I hope I can incorporate this with my coaches as well. The issue I'm going to have is the bracket. How am I going to attach this? Right now, I already use a bracket around the key slot for my camera, my little Insta360 or a GoPro or something like that. But I do have, if you've watched some previous episodes, I do have a bracket that I fabricated a long time ago when this bike was on the street for the quad lock in my phone. I think I'm going to incorporate this bracket to attach the Solo2 to. I don't think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be tedious. Well, I've got an assortment of some flat aluminum and some bolts and screws and nuts and everything like that to get this done. I'm going to have to go into the shop where my drill press is, do some measurements, and take care from that end. Let's get started. I've done the measurements I want to do. I'm also going to countersink this hole. And I want to drill a hole in this bracket because I want to be able to take the assembly off all in one screw. There we go. Whew. And now through the assortment of these washers and nuts and bolts, I can, really screws, not nuts, I can start assembling this and hopefully test it to the bike and it works. Other way around. This will, I don't have my ratchet, but that'll be all right. There you go. That attached main bracket, or the intermediate bracket, from between the Solo2 bracket and the bracket on the bike. I'm going to pipe this into here and go to the bike and attach this. I used nylon lock washers or nylon lock nuts. Hopefully that'll keep it in place. I might put a dab of blue Loctite on this because I really don't want this coming apart, but I don't want to put red on there because I do want to be able to get them apart when I want it to. Also, look how flush that is. And I need that because when you attach the Solo to that bracket, it's nice and flush. So it needs to stay that way. And it has magnets on it too to help secure it. Now this may be a little fiddly to get this on here and not drop something, but once it's on, oh boy, let's try it this way. Oh, okay. That's why I drilled that hole right there, so I can take this bracket off whenever I want. I wish I had a 11-inch stubby, but looks like, oh, this will be just fine. There we go. All right, again, a little fiddly. You gotta get your hands in there to put the screws on. And I'll have to, there. And not enjoyable for big hands, but okay. And any clearance issues? No clearance issues. The Solo's on there, and I don't think I'm going to have any visual impacts between the Solo and the actual TFT. So overall, hey, I think that was pretty good. Wasn't too hard to do. Took me a little bit of time running back and forth between the hardware store, but in the process I found a pretty cool hardware store here in Houston, Turner Hardware off on Hipstead, and they seem to have a lot of nuts and bolts, a lot more than your big box home stores. You guys keep on keeping on. We'll catch you next time. We will get this on the track and start seeing what kind of times I run and dive into what this can actually do and get some analysis on the track. Check you later.